Yo, it's Guido coming at you with a Tactics Talk. Welcome back. In this episode, it's me in a heavy tank for a change, driving the mouse. This was, I don't know, maybe a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. I was working on some of the bouncing missions. I'm loaded into Himmelsdorf, and I've got a great setup, a 357. Pretty much perfect for the mouse. But when I loaded in, I saw they had a Type 5 and a 110E4, plus a Conqueror GC. And every one of those, especially if they're massed on Tank Alley down there, or the Banana Road, I think, as the Russians call it, could have been big trouble for the mouse. Eating HE, the Conqueror can actually lob shots into several spots over there. So I'll come to the other side of the map and see what we've got. Now, I always reserve the right to change my mind, obviously, so I'm watching what's going on. I see we've got some TDs down here. That's kind of expected. And as I'm on a bounce mission, I'm actually trying to entice them to shoot me at it with an angle right here. But I'll come in here to this next road, and I see the ISM Type 5 and another tank coming up through the Banana Road, and we've only got a 4502, and I say, all right, I'm going to have to go over there. We have a big force going up north. These TDs are going to sit behind us. We have several of our TDs, keeping them honest, and then the rest of their team, or the 3 or 4 tanks here, it looks like 3 right now, are actually pushing down the Banana Road, and I don't want them to split us like that. The 4502 gets hammered, so I've got to change my mind, and now it turns out to be 4 tanks coming through here. So I've got to bring the Mals over here, and I haven't fired my gun, so not really great. But it did entice them to move up, so that was actually kind of interesting. They're a little bit closer. They're not hanging out behind the berms back there. I don't have to do a bunch of side scrape peekaboo stuff, at least now that they've moved forward. But it is a bit of a problem. I'm just going to go ahead and come up here and try to clog up this push. And I can see that the hill push has actually done well, and they're going to end up coming around behind. So I need to come down here and engage these dudes, get them busy. 4502 unfortunately suffered from my poor initial positioning. But as I come around here, these guys have noticed I'm coming, so I'll just go ahead and pop one down there. I've pushed 2, yes I did. I pushed skill, and now I'm going after the Type 5. He's going to blap pieces off of me with his HE gun, and I'm just going to skill his weak spots right there. 110E4 bounces. That was fortunate. I really didn't want to lose that 750 hit points right there. The ISM and his buddy decided to go the other way, but I've got some people holding them off there, so that works out. We'll go for the weak spot, and I get a bounce off of his hatch up there. Probably should have gone for the flat plate down below, but he is hiding it a bit there. Might have been able to get to it, so just try to drop one in. There we go. So we get it into there, and we take down probably what's the biggest threat is the Type 5. And we are winning a bit, and there's the guys coming up behind the 110E4, which is what I was counting on when I drove in there and started to engage. The good news is the enemy team, once I showed up, they all just sort of scattered, right? The Type 5 and the 110E4 backed off. These two decided to try to flank, and fortunately for me, that meant I didn't have to fight all 4 of them at once, and they could have taken me down pretty easily if they'd have just come at me right there. Push in, get rid of the 4502, take care of me, and now we're in a much better position than we were. I'll just move that up to the turret, put that into the side. The 704 is pushed in, but we've got a 110E4 and another guy, another heavy over there dealing with him. And now we're just starting to work on these guys. I want to get into the middle and take out this 100-01. But I am a bit worried, obviously, about the T-30 hitting me in the side. But now he's flanked. He's got people coming in from several directions. We'll hit him. I'll go ahead and angle, but he's not looking at me. He chooses to take down the AMX M448, and I'll back up here. And what I want to do is go get rid of the 704 before I just go jamming across the middle of the map. Notice they've kind of got it ringed. They've got a 705 over there, a T-30, a couple other TDs. The TDs are busy with ours, but there's no reason to go bombing through the middle if you don't have to here. So we'll move this way, and he's actually beating the 110-4 along with the Su 130 PM. We've got trouble over here, so I am glad I actually went this way. Sort of figured they would beat that 704, but they really got abused by him. So I'm going to come around here, see if I can put a shot right there. I should have gone for the track, that back sprocket, but I just accepted the flat plate. 130 has a good chance of penning me, and he does. And then I get hit by the Artie as well. I'm just about reloaded. So I'm here. I eat a shot from the 704, which bounces, very nice. And up to 1,500. I only needed 1,000, so I actually finished the bounce mission. It's one of the smaller bounce missions. You only need 1,000. 1,000 bounce and be the #1 in blocked damage on your team. So we'll come around here. The Su 130 PM is making a runner. And the very fast and agile Mouse is attempting to chase him. The Hawk 12 does a nice job, gives him something to think about by going that way. And then I see the artillery. Critical damage to the 130 and plus some damage. And I see the artillery. I'm like, all right, perfect. I mean, is this not the best thing ever? The Mouse just gets bombed by artillery. You find him out in the open and you're able to kill him. And now we've got the 705 coming in, and all of a sudden, about then is when I looked up and said, holy cow, how did my team disappear? And they've got an artillery. I've got a T-49. I'll use a little bit of armor off this guy. Put a shot into him. Depending on where the Conqueror is, he probably has shots on me more than likely. So I thought a little late to block him, and then I push it out, and I keep him from going around me, which is what he was trying to do. Reloaded, come in there and get into the side of him. And he does get a track, so he's got me stuck for a minute. He is going to sneak right by, which is what he was looking for the whole time. And now he's that flat little tank. He's very difficult to hit. Put one into there. Thank you, number 2. And I'm just going to push through to put distance between he and I. I don't want him to sit there and side scraping and bounce, and then get hit by arty, get stunned, have my reload take forever, all those different things. So we'll just go ahead and rejigger the turnaround here, and I haven't been hit by the Conqueror, which is interesting. There he is. There he is, and I bounce off the turret. Going for the weak spot up there, but that's all right. We'll push in. And I probably didn't need that much push into him. Should have stayed off just a bit. There we go. Get back into that back deck. And that's why I should not have closed on him, because then if he gets inside onto my side like that, it's very difficult to find the weak spots and easy to miss. So we'll push on in here, and then it just gets even better. I got one of the artillery. There's the other one. T-49 puts a shot on him, doesn't kill him, and I'm able to just get in there and, yes, revenge. Vengeance. 6,439, 3,000 block, 210 assists with 4 kills. You should have a good game. Top tier in a Mouse on a city map like this. This one ended up being good. And the added bonus of a Pascucci's in a Mouse. Mr. Mouse goes arty hunting. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I appreciate it, and we will see you.